All right, so Canelo's main perks here: body worker, liver destroyer. Use your granite chin if you want to stay for a few exchanges, and then bounce back will help with stamina recovery. So in this video, we just want to show exactly how to get rid of a power puncher after this new patch. It obliterated that style. So let's just lock in and see how it goes today.
Let's go.
All right, so we're in the first round. Looking to do damage here. First off with body shots. I mean, you got to get a read on your opponent first. Main thing I'm looking at here, he's throwing from out of range, throwing power shots with what seems to be no thought behind them. So honestly, respect level was a little low, but if we can work their counters like that, like he's throwing, I'm slightly out of range, so I can get that pull and work my hook with Canelo. That's going to be a shot that you can throw over top to get them out of there, especially if they leave it for you to counter it consistently. Now, right here, that was decent, but as soon as you lock into the fact that you're going to have matches that desync, you'll know how to work around it. So you'll be fine. The main thing here, learn about keeping your distance. Don't let the power punchers get any lead on you early. And just work your shots. But around like right here, we had a few good exchanges. So as you look at that, I'm working to the body. He's more so looking at the head. Every time I'm tagging his body, you gotta think of it as your opponent's stamina is getting lower. Like he just with 3 or 4 shots there. When they doing that, their stamina is almost at zero. So you should really, when you see that from your opponent, just walk in and get like a body shot, maybe 2 off if you can, especially when you have Canelo or someone with liver worker or I mean liver destroyer or body worker. You're gonna go in there and you can tag them when they're doing that. Their stamina is already damn near at zero. So the main thing you're looking to do, crush the body right there. Like he's whiffing, crush the body. Look at that. Another just clean counter, and now he's crumpled, and you got a 10-8 round right at the end of the round. That's perfect timing. That's exactly what you want. Be back in round two.
Listen to me. Are you okay? Breathe. Come on.
Alright, so now we back. We up 10-8. That's an easy 10-8. Sealed it at the end of the round. Nothing you can do. Now here, he chilling in Orthodox. Terrence Crawford does have the perk so you can switch stances. The main thing you're looking at here, though, just look for your counter windows. He's still throwing too much. Look at that. He just wants to knock my head off. If you're trying to do that, you're not boxing. Like, I'm throwing nowhere near as much as him, and I'm doing way more damage. Whiff, that hits my block, be backing up out of range. I step in range, do a slight step out, he whiffs again. Power, slip under it, whiffs again. And I tag that body. Another one. Slightly out of range, just move my head out of range. Boom, crack him. Now here, he switches to southpaw for some reason. I did get a little arrogant for no reason. Don't do that. Because if you don't respect your opponent, you will find a way to get hurt. Case in point. So always respect your opponent. Don't do dumb stuff like that. Because he almost look at that. He almost dropped me. And there is no reason a guy like this should ever drop you. You should be in control of these fights all the time. Work your footwork. Stay on the outside. Work your footsies. Go in and out. Just in and out. Bounce in and out of range. And next thing you know, work your jab a little bit like that, sneak a body shot in. He's throwing 4 shots. He's whiffing like 3 of them, and then you land a body shot. Every time he's whiffing like 3 shots, his short-term stamina is all the way at the end. You see that? His punches got slower. This is where you should push. His punches are slower now because he's got so little stamina. Now you can work the body. Next thing you know, he's gonna be looking up at the lights. Case in point. Look at this again. Put a little liver shot on him. He's down. It's easy. That's another 10-8 bank. You have nothing to fear with a power puncher, especially if you're not putting thought behind it. These are easy rounds to bank. Just work your pace.
Breathe. Come on. Suck it up. Breathe. Get that oxygen in ya. Come on, focus. Just relax and breathe. Take back.
All right, so we're in the third round now. Clearly up 2016. Easiest fight of my life. Got rocked because I played too much. Do not do that. But as we get here, you see how slow his punches are? We can keep a pace that he can't now. He's tired. He's damaged. All you gotta do is work your shots, and you'll get him out of there so quick. He's still in southpaw, which it seems like he's working worse out of. So again, if you have somebody with the switch stance break, don't switch stance for the sake of it. If you see a different angle or a different look, cool, but don't do it for the sake of it, because you'll end up like this guy. Another knockdown, easy work. They're too gassed. They're not throwing what they should throw, and all that leads to is an outcome like this, a KO loss. I'll be back in the next video. Alright, so we back. This time, using young Canelo. Another Terrence Crawford, real popular in the weight class right now. Uh, Same thing, looking to work the body, looking to take our time, work our pace, see what we can do in this fight. Main thing, definitely say angles. Angles are important. Make sure you're getting on angles where your shots will land. If they're walking into your shots, make sure you are like if he's trying to exit out or escape out to your right side, don't be scared to throw right hooks to the body. Like make sure that everything they do, they have to earn no matter what. So if they do the wrong things, if they don't exit out smart, if they're not playing the pussies game, make sure you tag them with something. Make them think. Make your opponent think. Because the main thing, if you can make them think too much and they're worried about what's coming at them, it makes your knockdowns and your stuns way easier. Because they're going to just play right into your hand. But right here, really just looking for anything. Just trying to see what he's trying to do. It is the first round. I say use the first round more so for pacing. So at the end of the day, work your pace. Find your pace. And read your opponent. That's the main thought process for a first round. Now here, probably drop this round, honestly, because it seems like I'm getting tagged. I was not waiting. So, a little too much angst in the first round. Sometimes you gotta see and get what your opponent is giving you. Like, do not work the same game plan with everybody. Now we're on to round two. You only have 8 rounds. 8 rounds in the grand scheme of things, good amount, but it's not a super long fight. But if you can bank rounds early, you can always win a decision. So if you bank rounds early, make sure you're not doing it by spamming power or spamming your output, because that will make 5 through 8 the hardest rounds of your life. You more than likely will get finished if you just try to play the I'm gonna knock my opponent out game. So I will say here, if you look at that combination, throwing 3 strikes now, post patch, you gotta make sure you're landing, but also it kills your short stand. So if you're looking to throw a lot of combos, make sure you are doing something with them and don't do them all the time, because your short term stamina is not the same as it was. You're gonna 3 shots is gonna drain your cardio. It's gonna drain it. Look at halfway. The main thing here now is about picking your shots wisely. Pick your shots as smooth as you can, and then you can open up if you want to. Like when you start seeing your opponent slow down. Like here, I am working the normal Canelo plan of working the body. That time, we landing solid shots, just mix in some things like power punches or cage game, but don't make it your whole game plan. If you make it your whole game plan, you will be looking up at the lights. That is not the way to win in this game. You need to be smart and work your game plans. Respect your opponents. Look at what they're giving you. If they're throwing low and they're not really blocking on the way when they back up, when I say escape, when they are backing up away from their combos, if they're doing it with their hands down, don't be afraid to throw something over the top. Now, being round three, these same things still apply. If you're exiting, if you're throwing power punches and whiffing, and they exit out very just loosely, hands not up, in loose footwork, they're taking about a 10% damage increase in loose footwork. So if they're doing that, hands low, crack them up high, but it does not have to be a power shot. I'd say power shots are reserved more so for flat footed or when they're stuck in the corner. So just work your pace. Like there. That last exchange, he threw some up high. I blocked it, tapped him down low, right on the body. Easy liver shot. Didn't have to work too hard for it. And it's taxing his stamina. It is taxing his stamina big time. The new patch, a lot of people aren't adjusting to it well. They're still throwing power shots. This leads to people having like 20% stamina at the end of these fights. They're not used to what they have to do now. So for me, personally, that means I'm more focused on movement in the early rounds and working my shots. See here, I'm not even throwing anything here. Most people, they're trying to throw your life away. You're just throwing, you're so focused on hitting your opponent that you're not thinking, what if I go outside of this round? Like, look at me. You see that? My stamina was all the way down because I tried to hit him with a combo. I was not completely aware. Sometimes, even I forget. You gotta stay focused on your game plan at all times. At all times. So right here, looking, he's backing up into the corner for no reason. He knows the round is ending, but that is a bad habit. If you do that every time you're in like a slight danger, you're gonna end up like this. Like look at this now. We're up two. I did drop the first round. We're up 2 rounds to 1, and that's purely off of just working our feet, working our shots, and boxing. This Terrence though, looking to like cut angles and throw power shots, not really the best way to do it. You can throw without working in power shots every single time. But I'm just sitting here tagging his body. Everything was tagging his body. I don't throw every time. Okay, so he's walking to my left. I don't tag him every time so that sometimes he feels comfortable to do it. That way, later in the fight, he'll subconsciously be like, I've been walking left and not getting hit. But eventually, he'll be more damaged and then he walks left right into my liver shots. And now, with my perks, I'm doing even more damage on his body, stamina, and health as a whole. And we're just working ways to victory. These are ways to ease your way into knockouts. Every knockout doesn't have to be in the first 2 rounds. You can work your knockouts and aim for them to be more 6 to 8. Because if you work in that range, you're working a pace that most people don't reach. And that's okay. You don't have to get people going quick. Just because it's fun, because everybody doesn't go quick. And then sometimes you're gonna get into the fight where it feels like, oh, I can't stop this guy, and you're gonna be in round 6 with half your stamina, maybe even 25% of your stamina, and you're gonna be lost because you can't even defend yourself at that point. So right here, look to work a few uppercuts. I did land one. Last 10 seconds of the round, looking to still get a body shot off. Tried to throw a power shot over the top. He walked out of the way right there, and 4 shots missed. That is something that changed with the update. I will say some of your shots will miss. The tracking is kind of busted right now, but If you do stay on your principles, you're still gonna be sharp. And right here, he tried to throw. I hit him right over the top of his punch, and look at that. Flash KO. He was too damaged. He couldn't take what was coming back at him. And I'm gonna reconvene when we look at the stats. All right, so we back tied on two scorecards and up on the third judge, which means it was a fight we've seen to start controlling after the second. That's good. That means if you can continue what you were doing, you're gonna win a decision. Now here, look at that. I was at 79% stamina. He was at 48. He was already under half. You're gonna cook people that try to use these power shots. I threw 6 power punches. He threw 94. You're gonna obliterate people with pace, pressure, and good timing. So if you can keep doing that, you're gonna get more wins. And honestly, that's the way to do it right now. Take your time, take your shots, work the body, keep your distance. Everything else should fall in line. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.